What's poppin', fam? Welcome to Don't Touch My Mindset, a podcast that is designed to uplift, inspire, and motivate you, and most importantly, share tools to help you protect that mindset. This is mindset number 10. Already, I didn't even know it. Here we are, just progressing along in the season. I hope season 5 has added value to you, uplifted you, motivated you, help you shift your mindset into a better perspective for your growth. Hi, I'm your host, Jay Chase. Super excited to be with you today. Welcome to another Mindset Day. Happy Wednesday. We're getting through it. I wanted to just pause, reflect, so we can propel like always and just give everyone a life update. Not really a life update, just kind of looking at this mindset or this week as growing our capacity, being able to grow and being consistent in that growth. So I don't know if this mindset is grow your capacity or grow your consistency, but we're going to look at both because it's so vital to our personal growth journey when we're trying to be better, when we're trying to be a good person, when we want to be the best that we can be in any situation that we show up to. We got to know how to grow ourselves, where to grow ourselves, and be consistent in that. So we got to enlarge our capacity as the world turns. The soap opera my grandmother used to watch. But as the world turns, our capacity needs to grow. Our consistency needs to grow. It's going to get hard. It's not always fun. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's slow and difficult. Sometimes it's fast and successful. It's never easy, but we can be consistent in this journey. I'm super excited about today's episode. Hopefully this will motivate you, inspire you, uplift you. If anything resonates with you from this episode, please rate, review, share it with a friend, share it on Instagram, tag us on social media at @TheJChase or at Don't Touch My Mindset. Super excited to be here. Let's get it. I always like to start off with a quote, and today's quote comes from Michael Engler. If you develop the habits of success, you'll make success a habit. As simple as it is, this quote speaks volumes to people who are not consistent on their journey to personal and professional growth. And we're just going to take a peek at that today. So the first thing that I always ask everyone is, do you know why you want to improve? To make growth consistent, you have to be consistent in growing your capacity for more that you can hold throughout day-to-day circumstances, in certain situations, in certain interactions, when you're at work, when you're in social settings. You gotta grow your capacity as you grow yourself for the outside world as well, because there's some people who aren't on a road of growth. There's some people who aren't on a road of betterment or improvement. So my biggest question to myself when I started out on my journey was, do I know why I want to improve? And simply for me is that I just wanted to be a good person. I just wanted somebody to look at me and validate me. And I had a long way to go. Fast forward 7 years later, I know that validation doesn't come from the outside. It comes from the inside. So, one, why do you want to improve? Has quitting become a habit? Do you start something, you stop? Do you keep trying to truck right along and you fall short? Why do you want to improve? That's the biggest question. Once you answer that, we can move to step 2 of understanding. Do you know when you're supposed to improve? This is one of the other big downfalls that people fall into when it comes to growing consistently. And I love John Maxwell's quote on this is, your life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So do you know when you're supposed to improve? I believe that's when you find yourself in your comfort zone from day in and day out, and then you keep looking at your watch and saying, someday I'll start, someday this will get better, someday I'll be in a better mindset, someday it'll happen, Jay. Well, when I look at my watch, when does someday strike? Let me know what time someday is, because I believe that the best time for you to improve is right now. right now. Lay hold of it. Take ownership and responsibility and bet on yourself and start leading your life to the places that you want it to be. That's what I had to do. I knew that it was time to improve when I got out of prison. Now, it took me life-altering circumstances. It took me a big old butt whooping by the universe, by God sitting me down and telling me, yo, you can keep going this route or you can change something. But this desire to change, be better, like this ain't it. And so I had to make a decision. And the crazy thing is that I had to consistently make that decision over and over and over again. I couldn't be focused on the destination. I couldn't be focused on what it would feel like when I got there. I had to be focused on the journey, the growth, the process, the growing the capacity. It went from literally walking to serving tables at Ruby Tuesday, serving and bartending at Jazz, right? Checking in with my probation officer. It took me mending broken relationships that I've had in the past. It meant me staying sober for myself, being able to climb some type of growth ladder. I had to focus on the journey. I couldn't focus on the destination. I had no clue what it would look like. And so I always say that God will show you the mountaintop and not the path, or he'll show you the path and not the mountaintop. It's just up to us for us to trust throughout that entire process. Like, I don't know what the mountaintop looks like, but I can see step by step, I can see the path that at least has me going down. So as we think about this, I want you to be more growth conscious than goal conscious as you continue your journey throughout becoming the best version of you, throughout protecting your mindset. I want you to focus more on being growth minded, like not goal minded. And we got to be consistent. This is how these are going to be the keys on how you stay consistently growing and improving your capacity. Number one, don't focus on the destination. Focus on the journey. Like, when we focus on the destination, like, we get distracted. We don't see mistakes that might be happening. We don't see important details. We only see the big picture. Don't focus on the destination. Focus on the process. Focus on the journey. Focus on the path that it takes to get to the destination, and embrace everything that comes with it, right? When we're goal conscious, it motivates you and others. It motivates you. Like, yeah, we're going to go hit a goal. Great. But when you're growth conscious, it matures you and others. Like, you're able to grow yourself throughout the process of growing towards your goals, growing towards who you want to be. It matures you. You learn things. You start to teach others things. You become a student of life, right? Being goal conscious or focusing on the goal is seasonal. Like, we have goals every season of life, but focusing on our growth and being consistent on that journey is a lifelong journey, right? When you're focused on the goal, it may challenge you, but being focused and staying consistent on your growth, it changes you. Don't stop when the goal is reached. Like, I get it. Like, a lot of people want to get challenged and then stop when the goal is reached. I did that already. But when the growth journey is changing you, you keep growing beyond the goal. You keep going way further than you intended because you have matured. This is a lifelong journey. You're focusing on the journey, and it changes you throughout that process, and you grow beyond the goal. So, like, don't wait for growth to come to you, but take responsibility for your growth. This is how we make our growth consistent. This is how we grow our capacity. Like I said, whatever you guys want to, I think this one's more about being consistent on this journey. And I talk about this often, but it's probably the most vital part to your personal and professional growth. And I only say that because a lot of people will get started in something and they stop. And I don't want that to be you. I don't want you to be the person who stops and says, oh, I never finished nothing, or this isn't for me. One, you're probably trying to stretch yourself in the wrong areas, or areas that's not worthy of your time, energy, effort, and focus. Or you're being intimidated by trying to stretch in your limitations, and that's not the case. Let's switch the focus. make this a lifelong journey. Focus on the process, focus on the growth, focus on the consistency throughout this process. Only stretch ourselves and our abilities and our giftedness, and then we'll be able to learn before mistakes happen. We'll be able to learn from mistakes and before they happen. We can rely on our hard work versus depending on good luck, right? And we'll be very intentional with our growth. We'll be in control of our life, and that's what we're here for. We're here to be the best version of ourselves, make decisions for ourselves, to know how we make decisions, how we interact with people, how we follow rules and procedures, how we tend to act in certain environments, what pace we move at. Like, we're here to master our mindset so we don't let other people's poisons, other people's opinions, other people's excuses infect or infiltrate our mindset. And like, I've been there. And so I always got to tell you, get in community. Like, join the 90-day personal growth challenge. That's something that we have to offer anybody and everybody. It's completely free. You challenge yourself to a growth journey. Yes, you set a goal, but I promise you, if you commit to the growth throughout the process, it'll take you way further than focusing on hitting a goal every single day. Last night, we did the weekly growth check-in. That's every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys. It's such a good time, one, to just get on Zoom, get a good growth lesson, and then talk about it with some people who are growth-minded as well, who are trying to be consistent on this journey as well. I want to encourage you, uplift you. I want you to reflect on the past week and then just identify one specific area where you feel you made significant personal growth. Like, what actions led to this development? What actions led to this growth? What left turns or right turns did you have to take to get to this point? How does this growth align with your long-term goals? Like, I really want you to think about just your past week. We're going to start moving forward and really pushing you to amplify your growth. With that being said, July 26th, July 27th, we are in LA. We are amplifying your growth. We have a 2-day workshop experience curated for you to take your growth to the next level, maximize your personal and professional growth, maximize your leadership, amplify all areas of your life. Please check the show notes. Tickets are on sale now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. We are back next week with a brand new mindset. I'm excited for it. Let's keep rocking. Mentorship. We are doing the Success Circle call. If you're wanting to join mentorship, curious about mentorship, please check the show notes. You'll be able to get into mentorship. I love you guys. Thank you. Until next time, until next week, until next mindset, stay focused, stay inspired, stay connected, and please, please, please don't let anyone touch your mindset.